What is going on, everyone? My name is Spike, and today we are having a 1v1 cup thanks with our friends Board with Boardbox. I am being shoutcasting today with a caster. How you doing, bro? How are you feeling about the matches today?
Yeah, excited. I was just looking at the brackets, and it turns out that the cream's clearly rising to the top. A couple of competitive players have taken part in the tournament already, and they're rising up to round 3 and round 4 even. So I'm excited to see which are the two players that end up at the finals.
I'm super excited. We wanted to host not just the 1v1, but we'll have some casual matches afterwards. We definitely see some of our usual competitors. Our favorite to win, Lex, actually had some issues. Apparently, he has a $500 mouse, and it broke the day of the tournament. So unfortunately, it looks like we already have an upset. The first match we are expecting to shoutcast is going to be with Big Boy. So waiting to see who you might have. But before we jump in, I want to go ahead and introduce Mr. Board with Boardbox. He's going to be talking a little about himself. And yeah, much thanks to you for sponsoring the event. Board, how you doing?
I'm good. I didn't realize there were mice that cost $500. That's a pretty aggressive decision.
He says something about how it slides like butter and it's good for EVO. So I reckon I need to upgrade from my Death Adder V2 to a butter mouse.
Yeah, my $40 Logitech is feeling really insufficient at this point. But I don't think a good enough mouse is going to help me. There's some really good players in this tournament. I got whomped pretty bad in the first round, so that's fine. I'm not an FPS guy. I love playing this game at EV.io. Is really fun. It's just not my particular set of skills.
Well, speaking of skills, after our 1v1 tournament, we're actually going to be having a first come kind of a mini game, if you will. We're going to be doing a manhunt with Board. If I'm not mistaken, I think Forgeable Sum gave you some perks in game. But yeah, we'll be doing a swords only match where we have to be like zombies and try to chase you down. And if I'm not mistaken, the people who do kill you in those 2 or 3 matches we have after the tournament are actually going to walk away with a board sword. Can you tell me about the board sword, Elon?
Yeah, so we worked with Forgeable Sum over at EV.io to create a custom sword skin. It has the flashy word board on it. It's themed in sort of the classic neon green that we use a lot. So I think we were going to give away a few of those to some of the players who are able to kill me in the manhunt. So I'm going to be running around and trying to evade. Everybody has to do the deed with a sword, though. Like, people are used to shooting and doing the headshot, like killing opponents from afar. But this is going to have to be a close range combat if anybody wants to win the sword.
I'm kind of jealous of the players right now. The fact that they get to go out with swords after a player. I enjoyed doing that back in the board box creator cup. So yeah, I'm a bit bummed that I'm behind the mic, but I'm pretty sure it'll be a treat to watch. Are you scared, Elon? Bored?
I'm based on like how good the people are that I've played so far in this tournament. I'm pretty scared. I want to be able to last more than like 30 seconds before I get axed.
Okay.
Oh man. I've actually had the chance to use the board sword. I actually have a video that'll be going up later today. I teased the thumbnail on Twitter with the announcement. But yeah, I did. I got bored over the Thanksgiving holiday and did a sword challenge. It was a lot of fun. I know a lot of the competitive players and EVO spotted it and they're like, oh wow, that's so cool. So yeah, definitely a very tasteful skin. I did a sword only challenge and I did some funny stuff with it. So I'm excited to be posting that later today. But yeah, it's really hard to get sword kills. I played around with third person. I was using a gun on some of the matches to lower their health and try to get the last hit. But yeah, super excited. I feel like that was a really cool integration. The board IP is just something so cool and special. It's always been paired with some of the best games and memorable experiences. So yeah, that's it with the introduction. I reckon we'll be getting ready to shoutcast our first event. We're gonna see who pulls up with Big Boy, which is favored to win the tournament. And yeah, without further ado, guys, stay bored. All right, we are back. We're in our first match with Big Boy versus Atoki. The Tasker, who do you think is favored to win this match? We got an Xborg. I guess, are these both Xborg players, is it? Yes, it is.
Yeah, exactly. And seems like Atoki has Xborg in his name already, so I was gonna go behind him. That's when I realized my memory hit me real hard with Big Boy. The last time I saw Big Boy playing a match, he didn't leave his opponent to even breathe for a second. But this time, it seems like Atoki has had the benefit of breathing. He's been on the other side of the map, and he's taking it nice and slow. They're clearly making space for themselves, and there's ample time on the clock.
Big Boy's been picking up a lot of utility items. He looks like he's playing on defensive, using a good amount of utility to move around the map. Let's say we got a confrontation. Big Boy takes it.
And yeah, these kills start getting crucial come the last minute or so of the game itself. It's a 1v1, so clearly getting slow early on might just be okay for now. I expect to come the third minute, as close as they are getting in this 1v1, Atoki gets too close for comfort, and Big Boy gets another kill on the board. That's 4 on the board for him already. But as I was saying, Atoki wants to step up. If it's any time to step up, it's now for him.
I know Big Boy's regularly taking the pub match wins with his signature AR, so I'm quite curious to see how he does. He accidentally popped his own landmine. It seems like he's at half health. See if he can repair his health. Looks like he got the shot off and took the kill.
No shot for Atoki. He's trying, but clearly it's not working his way. I would have thought that, Atoki clearly would have known Big Boy's movements. They're both from the Xborg clan, so maybe they, he clearly would have practiced with Big Boy, but it seems just like Big Boy's got the advantage time and time again.
He got that one-tap headshot with the revolver. It looks like he's playing the map very well. He's looking to get some information. Moving up and along the side. See, we got another clash.
Ooh. Quickly across each other. I'd expect Atoki to clearly capitalize on that, and Big Boy turns it around. It's almost seeming like the opponent has no match for what Big Boy is thrashing out there. And I must mention, I'm surprised neither player has really used the TP just yet. On a map like Fractal, you want to be using it, but perhaps having a teammate might just help to get so close. Once again, somehow he is holding on to his life, and just like that, Atoki gets wiped off the map once again. Scores on the board, 9 in the favor of Big Boy.
Oh my goodness. Did you see those shots from across the map? He had to get at least a few headshots there to bring him that low. He's using as much as he can with the items on the map. I've definitely seen him using the revolver and the sniper to get maximum damage without really revealing himself. One thing a lot of people don't know about the game is that there's some really cool mechanics. We saw earlier Big Boy throw an impulse grenade into the teleporter. That's one way to clear out mines on the other side. So definitely a good tip to pick up if you're new to the game. Those landmines can definitely take you out one hit if you cross them without checking it.
There you go. Finally, we got a point on the board in the favor of Atoki as Big Boy tries his horrendous.
He was not gonna let him get away. He knew the map way too well for that.
Yeah, he is just hopping about, and he's ended up being in the air in the past minute more than on the ground. And you can see Atoki's trying to get away from Big Boy's scope, but it's not been that way for Atoki one bit. With that sniper in Big Boy's hands, it's almost like he doesn't stand a chance. But he's managed to get 1 on the board. Can he get another 10 to equalize the score?
All right, looks like we have some people in chat. Looks like Big Boy is winning the whole tournament. He's definitely favored to win. I know him and Lex have had some epic 1v1s. Looks like Iron Prey is asking us to put it in first person. Disaster, are you familiar with the spectator mode? I'm trying to figure that out myself right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, no.
Oh, there we go.
I think it's almost a first person in itself. No matter what view you go to, it's Big Boy annihilating Atoki at this point. So unless more comes through from Atoki's side, we're pretty much in first person, and you got it anyway. So Big Boy's scoped in, clearly ready to pick him off the map. A couple of shots land from Atoki's side.
Oh my goodness.
No shot.
You gotta love those one taps.
Yeah. I mean, this handgun, every time in the hands of any Xbox player for that fact, it just does its job pretty well. in sync. But yeah, right now we're closing in. We've gone beyond the halfway mark, and it's about 2.5 minutes left for the 1v1 to end. And what a lead he's built up, Big Boy. 12 points on the board. Natoki's trying something
goodness.
unconventional.
Zooming around the map like he's Superman. I don't know how he's. He's BMing a bit. You saw him dancing in the corner over there. Big Boy, what are you doing?
It just seems like Big Boy's using the most potential out of his own character and out of the game in its entirety, considering he's the only one I've been seeing laying down the landmines, because Atoki's landmine has had no effect with Big Boy. He tries to get up close and personal, and Atoki doesn't quite land the shot. Yes, he does. That smoke plays into his favor. He's hanging by the thread of his HP, but it should open up enough space. He's still in the run for a possible, at least, win perhaps, but 12 points off, a bit of a stretch.
Looks like we got a minute and a half left on the clock. See if he can pull out a few more kills. He missed the revolver shot, but pulled up with the second headshot.
You can see this shows how proficient Big Boy clearly is around Fractal. This particular map, he's got complete control, and finally he's using that TP into his favor. I wonder if Atoki's aware where Big Boy comes from. He's caught up to it and has lost half his HP, but Big Boy keeps on rolling. Gets the smokes down to make some space for himself. He's called that move even before he could make it, Big Boy, but holds back.
It's definitely been a very exciting match. You can tell they're playing both at a very high level. A lot of these professional players don't have as much experience, as most of these tournaments are being held 2v2 and 2v3. So definitely interesting format. I know some more tournament organizers will be hosting them, so definitely a good time to jump in and get some experience. I wonder to see if the last final 1v1, if they'll agree to use a new map that's usually not available. Our good friend Goodsight, who's also participating, has also enabled Little Town. So nice to see if they'll want to mix things up or they'll want to play it on Fractal.
Yeah, I'd hope they mix things up, but right now, as it stands, Big Boy is looking solid and probably has it in the bag already. Such a huge, margin between the pair. It seemed like it was already called within the first minute, wasn't it?
Yep. Well, there we go. Big Boy took the lead, 21-3. Let's go ahead and jump up to shoutcasting screen, get some thoughts, and get our next match lined up. All right, Zacaster, what did you think? I knew Big Boy was going to come out strong and look like he went ahead and took it. He's the one that definitely likes to talk a little bit of smack, but it looks like he can follow through. So, yeah, curious to see how he does in the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, and he's got quite the competitors next in line. I believe Bok is next, Bakauza. I've seen him play once before, and he's known to annihilate his opponents just as much as Big Boy. So I'm expecting quite an intense match. I think they're going up against each other. I'm just quickly looking at the brackets, and yes, that is the case. Big Boy will go up against Bok after all. Whereas on the other end, I believe it's Seer versus possibly Goodsight, possibly Copies. I believe that's a round 3 match still happening. So looking forward to all of them.
Gotcha. Yeah, let's get ready to pull the next one. I reckon we'll watch one more match, jump over to the Big Boy again, and then we can go on to the finals, is it? Okay, awesome. Yeah. So guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. We'll definitely be doing a few more matches, and then we're also going to open it up for that community minigame. We're going to be doing a sword-only manhunt against Board from the Board Box community, and those that get the final hit on him will actually walk away with a board sword. So very limited exclusive item. Looks really cool. So yeah, without further ado, guys, we'll catch you soon. All right, welcome back. We are on another match with Big Boy. And where's his opponent?
Where's this Bakhauser? Bach.
Bakhauser.
I kept calling him Bach. And yeah, I got to see him play earlier this month, back in November. And yeah, he pulled off some crazy moves along with another teammate of his. But this time he is out there all alone. How much of a difference that's going to make, we'll find out soon enough. But for those of you watching, make sure you drop in the chat who do you think will come out on top. You know, we're in the semifinals. The finals are coming up. And yeah, for now, it's just Bach and Big Boy who've made it all the way to the semis. On the other side, we got a player known as Seer waiting for an opponent. That's another round 3 match wrapping up. So make sure you drop in the chat who's going to come out on top. And who do you think will be the first one all set to chase down board at the end of it?
I'm not quite sure. It can be anyone's game. You know, it's a matter of getting the last hit. So I'm quite curious to see who will be queuing to the matches. They will be broadcasted both on Twitch and the Discord. So yeah, I'll be whoever can jump in first. Quite curious to see how that will go. You know, this is a kind of a mini game before that's never been done before. It looks like Big Boy picked up the sniper off the start, picking up some more ammo while he's at it. He's got some information of where Bakhauser's at, and he did not connect. Will Big Boy get taken out? It's the first kill. Oh, he's that one hit. Oh, and he was taken out.
Oh, it's so close, so close. You can see the full usage of utilities there with the smoke being laid down to open up some space, but clearly gets picked off and Big Boy retracts.
Oh my goodness.
Clearly aggressively, and it's 1-for-1 so far. This is going to be a lot closer compared to the last match we watched, Spike.
I've been in some pub matches with Big Boy, and you do not want to get him mad. I did have a funny story with him though. I went ahead and got a kill. I knew he wanted to chase me down with the sword. I was a little crafty and put a mine behind the teleporter, and sure enough, it took him out. So yeah, he definitely is someone you can play the mind games with. But yeah, it looks like he came back and was able to take a couple more kills after he got taken out quickly. But it's looking like he's playing a little more carelessly. I'm quite curious how the match might turn out.
Yeah, it's coming down to the wire every time on either side. It's either Big Boy or Bach coming down to the last HP. TP for TP. They almost they much crossed each other, and they're trying their best to keep the battles up front, point blank as much as it can get. But it seems like it is advantage Big Boy so far, and Bach is trailing.
We got Arian Priya, Preachiness for the event. Thank you for participating. Thank you for showing up to the stream. Definitely having a lot of fun shoutcasting this event. We also got some cool community matches afterwards. But yeah, this game is neck to neck. It looks like as we get further down the 1v1 tournament, we're getting, you know, equally matched teams. So very curious to see who's going to take it all.
Yeah, clearly. And the more, more of the play happening in the air rather than on the ground, you can see that happening. And the movement coming out of Big Boy is pretty much insane. And I talk about this time and time again, getting behind the mic for any EV.io match. You can see some of these players, they're happy in the air rather than on the ground.
Yeah, utility is a huge element to EV.io. As you know, it's more of an arena shooter. Ability to use impulse, dashes, and a mixture of all of them can really change the turn of some of these battles.
And how much of a turn it'll take with Big Boy on the sniper. You can see Bach has backed off quite a bit.
Oh my god, Big Boy's insane.
Decapitated at almost point blank. You could say the landmine goes down, awaits Bach's arrival. Bach's got a line of sight on a Big Boy. He's out of there.
Oh my
up close
god.
and personal, and off the map.
Is that a shotgun or a sniper, Big Boy? I am just impressed that he is pulling out some crazy movements in these one-hit headshots. I thought he was just proficient at the AR, but it's looking like he's pulling out the sniper rifle with ease.
Yeah, now back to the RPG. Big Boy, he's trying his best to take Bach off the air, but in vain. A 4-point difference between the two players. With just under 5 minutes left, I'd say. We're only getting started, Spike.
This is anyone's game. I'm curious to see who will take it. Looks like Big Boy's holding a bit of a lead, but how long can he hold it?
Okay, Bach's coming back. This is what you want to see. Supposed underdog so far, closing in the scores itself. But 9-5, about 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. Landmines in full play. You can see these two players are more proficient to make use of that TP more aggressively. We saw Big Boy with the RPG sending it through the TP as well. Landmines down to ensure a counter to Bach's possible play off the TP, but gets up close and personal yet again. Bok tries to evade and get out of sight, and it's played into his favor. He manages to survive for a bit longer.
Oh man, he played Bok so well right there. He was waiting to get the right intel. You can tell he's listening to movement. And he's really good at just jumping on top of people. It's definitely hard to be on the other side of a barrel when they just instantly jump up in front of you when they mix up impulse grenades and dashes.
Yeah, surely enough. And you can see that firsthand with Big Boy desperately trying to ensure early kills are executed. It was the same play we saw from him against Atoki as well. And this time around, I think as he keeps on taking him off the map, taking Bok off the map, he's pretty much got it in the bag so far. He's still got 3 minutes left and Bok can come right on back.
My goodness, you can see how well he's played this map. You know, he's looking at the center corridor, he's looking at the teleport, but he's doing a good job of holding his ground and placing these shots.
Yeah, clearly, sniper, he's gotten into the groove with that sniper.
Oh
He
my
switches
god.
the air to sweep
He had to
Bok
see
up.
like 5 pixels there and he was able to pick it up with the AR, and he's jumping just, you know, on all sides of the map. He knows where he's spawning. You can tell Big Boy's put the time in. He's grinding away at this match.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
14-5.
Big Boy got hit by the landmine. He can't be happy about that.
That's probably the first time we've seen Big Boy fall to a utility, and you can see him dance as much as he can, but it's a trade for trade this time around, with the lead still in Big Boy's favor. And keeps on going. Big Boy with the lead. Through the TP comes Bok. They could get up close and personal at point blank. They trade bullet for bullet, but it's yet again Big Boy sealing that point on the board from afar. Bok trying his best to land a shot or two, but Big Boy seems to have gotten this map in the bag and takes him off the map.
Oh my
once
goodness.
again.
You can tell his game sense of Fractal is just on a whole nother level. He seems to know where his opponents are at all times, and he knows where the spawn points are. He's picked up just about all the utility he needs. He's been using the sniper and AR at this point. Seems he's got a sweet spot. Man, he's got 2 crazy sniper kills this match. Definitely want to clip those and make a little bit of a highlight reel, if you will.
Yeah, pretty sure. And of course, this is going on. This is a spot for the finals, mind you, of this 1v1 tournament from Board Box, and he gets taken off mid-air.
Oh, no.
My Bok.
Looks like we got
Hopefully can jump back
disconnected.
in.
Let me see if I
Yeah,
can
hopefully we
fix this up
jump
real
back
quick.
in. Seems like that shot was so hard. Big Boy took us off the map as well.
Oh my goodness.
My oh my, but clearly Big Boy, what a way to ensure he gets that final spot. It seems like he should have got it in the bag. We got the last minute of the map left, and we've got the results coming in through from that last match from round 3. It looks like good side. It's his last match wrapped up, and he is out of the tournament. So it will be Copies who will be facing against Sia in the semifinals, the second semifinals match itself. So we'll be going to that, folks, in just a bit. Soon we'll be back with Big Boy and Bok, I'd imagine.
Whoops, I actually jumped into the match there. You can see I'm a high-level shoutcaster DVO. I accidentally jumped in. I think Big Boy realized it when he saw my Fractal skin, but definitely did not change the map. So let's go and take a look at back as he finished up the round. Just the time to kill is insane in EV.io, and you can see that they're doing so much so quickly.
Yeah, sure enough. And as you can see by the score itself, Big Boy in the bag as we come down to the last 5 seconds. Bok couldn't even get to 10 because Big Boy, he seals that spot in the finals beautifully.
Oh man, I thought it was going to be anyone's game. You know, the first couple minutes, it was back to back picking up kills. Even for a few minutes, we saw, you know, Bok take a little bit of a lead. So yeah, the matches are definitely kicking up. I know 1v1s can start a bit slow as, you know, things are kind of getting started. But yeah, things are cooking up in the 1v1 board tournament. So it looks like we have a few more matches before the finals. Who are we lining up now, Zetaster?
Yeah, it's the semi-final match, the second semi-final match between Seer and Copies, and that's the spot for the finals, the one who will be going up against Big Boy, and let's see if they can put up with each other before going up against and making it against Big Boy. So yeah, we can jump into that. I think they're ready. You should get the link itself, and we'll be ready to show folks watching the second semi-final match of the Board Box EV.io 1v1 tournament.
All right, yeah, go ahead and send me a link to the match and get them. Let them know they can go ahead and start.
And of course, folks watching, make sure you drop in the chat and hit follow if you haven't already. Drop in the chat who do you think will come out on top between Seer and Copies if you're friends of theirs, and what do you think about what Big Boy did, because that was absolute annihilation in my opinion.
Oh my goodness, those sniper kills. That's what nightmares are made out of. Yeah, we got some really cool people in chat, very supportive. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Definitely have a lot of cool things going on. Looks like Avid Gamers is confident Seer will win. So let's see if they can pull the win against Copies. Bored with the insane gameplay. I definitely agree. Things are just so much more fast paced when you're playing 1v1, 2v2, 3v3, a bit more tactical. You want that information. You got to trade kills, but 1v1s are pretty sweet. Definitely want to get towards the end where, you know, the highest level gamers are playing neck to neck like we saw last one. So things are definitely getting more interesting. Did you give the go ahead to Seer and Copies?
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to see how Copies does, because he's the one who took out Goodside. So we knew he was a more than competent competitor in this tournament. So if you're taking on Goodside, I think he should have the jump on Seer, but I haven't seen Seer play before. Any wild predictions? What do you think's gonna go up against Big Boy Spike?
Man, I'm not familiar with either one of these players, so I think it's gonna be anyone's game. I know Goodside's a good player. I'm roughly about his skill level, so yeah, I expect some pretty high level gameplay out of these two players. So yeah, we're just waiting for them to pull in. But yeah, it looks like things are cooking up. For those that just joined the stream, we are going to be doing a unique kind of mini game. Our good friend Board is going to be on a manhunt. We're going to have to chase him with swords. But yeah, looks like Copies and Seer are in the match. Let me go ahead and pull up the spectator mode and jump right into it. All right, we had the first person view on Copies. It looks like he picked up the revolver from the start. He's playing a lot of different angles here, and he's just trying to peek. It looks like they smoked the middle. I think they're going to meet on the left side of the map near the teleporter, and oh, he does not see him quite yet.
Yeah, off to a relatively slow start in comparison to Big Boy's matches, clearly enough, and you can see both players taking their time, but Copies clearly capitalizing on that. Seer getting confused as much as he was in that corner, played into Copies' favor, and that's the first spawn going his way.
Yeah, it looks like both these players are playing a little more tactful. You know, they're not trying to jump into any confrontations. They're trying to get that intel. They don't want to jump in things. I think they're going to have quite the surprise when they face up against Big Boy in the finals, because he is someone that gets up in your face and kills you very quickly. So, you know, holding an angle or holding distance can be really, really cut open when you can move around so quickly in EVAO.
Yeah, clearly. Hopefully Copies has his movement in check. So far, he has capitalized on the fumbles of Seers, and as it stands, he's stepped away from a possible fight that could have taken place down in mid. But right now, he's just picking up guns along the way, ensuring he's got a solid inventory before going face to face with Seer. And I don't know how long he can play this game, considering it's just a points lead he's got. But yeah, there is still time. So yeah, just maybe this might just pay off for him come the last couple of minutes. But right now they get so close to each other, and Seer has a nade on him, and that sticky nade takes him off the map. So the lead still in the hands of course, Copies.
Yeah, I'm quite interested on who's going to win. Like I said, they're playing tactfully. Looks like now they're getting up into it. We have a tight game. Chat seems to believe that Seer's going to take the final, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, time he steps up, though. He's already lost a points lead to Copies, of course. But he's got time on the board, as you'd expect. He's playing it a bit differently with the nade coming in. He gets taken out regardless of having that nade stuck on. It was the AR that wrapped up that kill for Copies, and he's playing it so well to ensure that Seer, no matter what he tries with that sniper, he's gonna get taken off midair.
Oh, I gotta commend him for the ballsy play he had there. he went ahead with just a quarter inch of health, decided I'm going to rain some fire with the sniper rifle, but did not connect. Looks like things are in favor of Copies right now. I'm curious to see how he'll catch up. Still anyone's round. You know, we have 5 minutes on the clock. Things are definitely starting to kick up, but they don't seem to be afraid to engage anymore.
Yeah, and as it stands, both players have taken themselves out on one occasion at least in the match so far. You know, denying a kill, denying a point to their opponents itself. And now Sia has that sniper, continues to hold on to that sniper, tries to get mid-air, but so did Copies as they pass by each other down in mid. Everything gets more silent. They're playing at spawns, perhaps at two ends of the map itself, rather than at mid, because every time any one of them heads towards mid, the other almost runs away. You can see Copies, you know, keeping that distance. He is happy with that lead. He wants Sia to come and get him instead of Copies going and getting Sia, and it might have just turned it around this time around. Sia gets a point on the board, but he's still trailing by 2 points. Trying to get that utility in place, faking that smoke on the right-hand side to ensure that Copies thinks that he's trying to make space on the right-hand side of the map while taking position on the left-hand side of the map. Can he make this count, Sia? Ah, no, once again, they stay away from each other. Oh, gets up close and personal regardless, and it's played into the favor of Copies this time around.
All right, we're not the first person in view of Copies. Looking like he's picking up some quick kills. We went a little past the halfway mark, so it's still anyone's round. Looking like a lot of players are favoring the AR and using the utility items on the map. Both the revolver and the sniper rifle have been seeing a lot of action in this 1v1 tournament.
Yeah, a lot of these players in a 1v1 like to get as close as possible to the opponent, as you've seen with Big Boy as well, and the hand cannon's a perfect gun for that. I see that even in duo tournaments as well as quads. The hand cannon, man, it's kind of OP in this game, and you can see that from Copies and even Big Boy earlier on, and he picks up a bit of ammo for himself as well. But the way Copies is playing it and the way Sia's been clearly holding back, it seems like everything is going Copies' way, but he's got to hold on to that lead for 3 more minutes.
And let's see if we can connect as the last few minutes pass on the clock.
They're so close. Sia got to getting taken off the map. Copies somehow falls to Sia instead. And that's another point to Sia's side. And as they get so close to each other, spams away, and the bullets went in the favor of Sia. I should say the nade did, because the sticky grenade picks Copies off the map. He almost gets taken out by one at the entrance of the TP. The teleporter at the end, up close and personal in mid once again. Sia, he is not backing off this time around. He wants Copies off the map. He's closing in, and down in mid, it's Copies from the bottom. Gets taken out regardless. It almost seemed like it would have gone Copies' way, that face-off, but Sia is getting into groove.
Yep, looks like Sear's definitely rallying. Looks like the gap is being pushed a little further with that last kill, Copies. Sear's definitely trying to make some time. He's using utility runabout. Again, you got a 2-point lead between the both. Let's see if he can clear up the gap just a little further as we clear up the match.
Yeah, about 1.5 minutes left only, and 2 points the difference between these two players. 3 points make it as Copies gets that kill onto Sia. Come down the last minute, I'd imagine Sia edging closer and closer to get Copies, get him on the spawn points, get him wherever he's trying to pick up and load up on his inventory. But mid-air, can he get him? Sia, no, he gets taken off instead. So it's advantage still for Copies.
Looks like Mr. Frenzy in chat believes Sear can still take this around. Let's see if he can pull it off in the last minute of the game.
Yeah, closing in on 50 seconds or so. Copies taking advantage of high ground, comes right back down off the map into mid, and Sear is almost on a chase at this point because Copies, he knows he's got the advantage. He can make Sear work for it and make him run all around the map for it.
Again, this is for a slot in the finals, so I know the guys are going to be used every ounce of opportunity they can in this match.
Yeah, down to the last 30 seconds. Sia's gone the unconventional way, which might work out, perhaps 4 points the difference last 20
Oh
seconds.
my God, Seer!
My oh my. My oh my. Gets taken off mid-air. 3-point advantage down to the last 10 seconds. Can he pull off a miracle here?
Well, it looks like Seer won't take the match. I have to commend him. He had those 2 sniper kills so close to each other.
Yeah, if he could have gotten them pretty much early into the match itself, maybe it would have worked his way. Copies clearly stalled early on, and yeah, it played into his favor. It did seem close at the end. Quite deserving players. They clearly made it to the semi-finals, but Big Boy will have to face off Copies in the finals.
Amazing. Yeah, we're definitely seeing some amazing highlights from the tournament. I'm definitely going to work with my editing team to see if we can get some of these chopped up. But yeah, the games are really kicking up. I'm super excited to see how things will turn up. So it's a matter of who can take the win. Do you think Big Boy or Copies will take it?
I mean, Copies is clearly, he's got this different kind of play style. We saw him holding back. You mentioned it yourself as well early into that 1v1. How will that play up against Big Boy, who's probably got some S tier movement through the TP? Will we be heading to that new map you talked about, or perhaps returning back to Fractal? That might just play into the mix as well. So bit of an unknown, but I'm not taking sides on this one. For the first time ever, I'm not going to make a prediction.
All right, well, let's talk with our competitors. We'll be right back. All right, done playing around with the scenes. We are back hot on the mic. Kopi's versus Big Boy. I'm going to start off looking at the first person view of Kopi's, see what he can do. 1v1. The caster, who do you think's going to take it?
Yeah, I mean, Copies has gone completely left field here compared to the last match we saw, and he got so up close and personal with Big Boy. But it seems like the one with the lead evidently is he himself. So for the first time, Big Boy finds himself trailing.
Good use of utility there. I was able to outflank and outmaneuver. They're definitely using the impulse to you're in the gap, and it definitely catch you by surprise when you have an AR barreling, charging towards you.
Yeah, surely enough. And I am surprised at Copies' skill up close with Big Boy. And as I say that, it is the hand cannon at point blank in the hands of Big Boy early into this match, imparting quite the damage, but still lead in the hands of Copies. So clearly he'll need to get as close as possible, as many times as he can, Big Boy, because right now as it stands, Copies is the one with the lead. Big Boy misses yet again. Copies somehow staying alive, but gets taken out regardless, and the scores are level with 3.5 minutes on the clock.
Man, I am very surprised to see Big Boy pull out the shotgun. It looking like he's using the revolver at these longer, tight angles. He's using every different item he can to get just a little bit of opportunity.
Yeah, and he's turned it around to himself, the lead, with about 3 minutes left, and just a hand cannon in his hands. He seems like he's confident than ever. Have we seen Big Boy with an AR as much as he has been on the hand cannon in this tournament? I don't think so. There we go. He gets yet another pick off on Copies, as we saw, and he's gotten a 2-point lead so far. Not a prominent one, but with the times being reduced, considering it is a best of 3, Big Boy would want to hold on to a larger lead. He's got the sniper in his hands now, not the AR. So a hand cannon and a sniper. So it doesn't matter if Copies decides to take a fight from a distance or from up close, because he's got both kind of guns to take him off the map as he does.
I was very surprised. Kopi's did catch Big Boy by surprise, but he was able to move out of the way, outmaneuver, get the kill.
And yeah, it keeps on going. A trade coming from Copies, in fact, so the point difference stays 2 as he comes through mid-air, and Big Boy lands that bullet onto Copies to ensure another point goes his way. Down to the last 2 minutes, Copies, will he turn it around, go bit of a left field approach? With this, he's trying his best to take the fight to Big Boy, but in return gets a flurry of bullets to send a point in Big Boy's favor. So Copies a bit out of his comfort zone, you could say. He is not holding back as he did against here. He is trying his best to get as close to Big Boy every single second.
Oh my goodness. You gotta check those teleporters. Looks like got a mine kill. You use the impulse or even just a regular grenade or rocket to clear those teleporters. You gotta be sure to check those out. I was very surprised to see that happen.
Yeah, utilities need to keep an eye on them, and you want to be playing them into your favor as well. I haven't seen Big Boy lay down a mine on a TP just yet this match, but he is scouring the entire map just to get a hold of, Copies' movement. What are his patterns, you could say. He gets up close and personal, gets the frag nonetheless, but you can see Big Boy, he's doing much more analysis around the map, trying to figure out where Copies clearly enjoys staying rather than running away from. But down in mid, it's Big Boy territory, and you can see that reflect in the scores.
Looks like Big Boy's gonna take the first of 3. Curious to see how things will warm up as they get to know their playstyles a little better. So see if Big Boy will take round 2 or if Kopi's will bring it to round 3.
Yeah, Copies, yet again, he's trying his best to close in on Big Boy, and out of nowhere, through the TP comes Big Boy, and he's gone back right through the map. I'm pretty sure it startled Copies as much as it startled me here behind the mic, but it seems like Copies, he's trying to get close as much as he can, as you'd expect from a 1v1, but it goes Big Boy's way, map number 1. But the difference in score, a mere 5 points or so.
Man, such an amazing match. They both have been fighting very hard to get here. So yeah, let's see how this round 2 match goes. Uh-oh, looks like we'll have to alert them that we'll be playing a second match on Fractal. Can you go ahead and do that, Caster?
Yeah, doing just that. And yeah, as we wait, folks, with map 1 done and dusted, let the predictions roll in because it did seem close. Wasn't a clear landslide victory in favor of Big Boy, I'd say. Copies clearly got the lead early on, but he couldn't keep it. Could he, Spike? You think Copies can really upset Big Boy in this tournament?
I think it could be anyone's game. We definitely seen Copies pull out some amazing plays. It's a matter of if you can just get those right angles. It looks like they're gonna reset the link for the match, so looks like we'll have a little bit of a setup time. But yeah, we definitely see some very crazy explosive moments. You know, we've seen some people get the one hits with the revolvers. You know, we saw Seer take those 2 sniper shots back to back mid-air. That was insane. Definitely had a lot of hype for him. Chat seems to be split between the Big Boy or Copies taking the win. So yeah, guys, go ahead and drop who you think will win. Give them as much support as you can. Let's see if I can get that link.
Hopefully we head to map 3. I really like it when we go down to the wire, and perhaps map 2 goes Copies' way and we see Big Boy and Copies get so close down to the minute, down to last 10 seconds of map 3. That will be a nail biter I'd enjoy. And after that, of course, we'll be heading on to that manhunt with Board getting chased by a bunch of these players behind him with a whole lot of swords. And yeah, I'm kind of...
All right, match has started. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Okay, Big Boy and Copies, map number 2. Let's go. There we have it then. First kill on the board. Big Boy once again trying to get his best get up close and personal, but Copies gets it.
So much movement.
There's so much movement, as you mentioned. Sniper early on Copies' hands, and he's trying his best to locate Big Boy. We saw Big Boy trying to really understand Copies' movement, the way he really moves around the map, considering if you can, really see your opponent's behavior and really gauge which parts of the map he's strong at, you can counter him pretty easily. And with Big Boy's movement, he's got a solid advantage. I've not seen that kind of movement come out of Copies just yet, or maybe we will on this map, but right now they're holding off. Both players with only a single point on the board.
They both have a lot of competency when it comes to using utility and moving around the map. The one thing I've definitely seen is that Big Boy is definitely a lot more aggressive, but Copies is very good at using mobility. So yeah, still very much anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, and you can see Big Boy backing off from moments where he'll have some, a good enough awareness that he's losing health and this fight can't be won. And you can see that firsthand right now, as he did get so up close, but he managed to get that frag onto Copies regardless. But Copies, he's not like that. He's eager for the kill. He's eager for that point on the board. So he might want to keep that in check. And now Big Boy will evaluate picking up that grenade launcher. Seems like he's picked it up regardless.
I'm very curious to see what he might do with that. We haven't seen anyone in any of the matches use the grenade launcher, so curious to see if he'll smoke him out.
Yeah, he'd want to pull up a solid gap between his opponent and himself. He puts down the smoke to make some space for himself down in mid. Seems like he's threatened for position there. But right now, Copies maintaining his distance. Might want to get another frag on because Big Boy, he's the one with the lead.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah,
can't seem to smoke him out. Looks like they're playing more tactful. It's definitely interesting to see. Oh my goodness. Copies with the sniper kill.
Yeah, I almost thought Big Boy got it actually. I didn't expect Copies to get, but clearly underrated as he might seem in chat even. But Big Boy got the benefit of that fight, and he still got the lead too.
Yeah, Big Boy's one to kind of turn things around real quick. It's like you get a cheeky kill on him, and he definitely wants to bring the punishment. Looks like we're flying a bit, seeing if we get some information on where Big Boy might be. Heading around the pillar. Oh, it looks like they connected. Clearing the gap. Can't seem to connect on either side. Big Boy with the shotgun took him out.
You can see how different these two players go up against each other in comparison with their matches down in semifinals. Big Boy hippity hoppity gets taken out of the map, which supposedly is copies his property for a brief moment, but right now with 2 points the difference, make that 3 on the board. Big Boy is solidifying that lead as the seconds keep on counting down to the final minute. Copies trying desperately to land a shot. Can he land a shot? He will, but a mere point be hitting on the board. Still a 2-point difference. What do you think, Spike? Do you think Copies can come back for this?
Oh man, I want to see it round 3. I'm rooting for him. I definitely want him to see it pull it off. 1 minute is enough time to pull out a couple quick kills. See if Big Boy will peek himself out. Ooh, it's so damn close.
Around the map, we've seen a Big Boy stall supposedly down to the last 10 seconds or so. He has the advantage. He can keep the advantage. But he got that frag onto Copies, which is advantage. Big Boy yet again, 3 points the difference. Copies desperately trying. I'm surprised he's not picked up another gun. Tried something different with the smokes down. Makes a hell of a lot of space. Oh, Big Boy, we're down to the last 30 seconds, folks. And Copies is not looking bright out in Fractal in the finals of the 1v1 board box EV.io 1 tournament. And through the TP, he goes Big Boy to take cover. Down to the last 15 seconds. Copies still trailing.
Oh man, I gotta say, we had a lot of amazing contenders. They all fought for each and every kill. Such an amazing tournament. It looks like Big Boy's gonna take it with the 8-5 lead.
And through the TP, he's left hanging. Copies gave it everything. But it is Big Boy who wins the 1v1 tournament. And we're barely getting started considering board still needs to get manhunted. And I'm excited for that more than that finals, even though that was one hell of a grip of the finals.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll be setting that up in a quick few minutes. So guys, do not leave. We're going to be giving away some board swords for those that can manhunt Elon. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to be putting up the link. It's going to be first come, first serve. The person to get the first kill on board for each match is going to walk away with a very exclusive item. I think there may be either 75 or 100 of them, and they look very cool. I did a video on them. I'll be posting it a little later this week on my YouTube and announcing on Twitter. But yeah, guys, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Give me 1 second to set up the manhunt. All right, we are back. We had to figure out some workarounds. So we got everyone filling in. We decided to go with a death match. So not only are you trying to manhunt Board, you're trying to stay alive. So this is going to be very crazy. I imagine a bunch of zombies attacking each other and trying to stay alive as they kill Board. But if I'm not mistaken, he's got like a 20x multiplier to his health. And he's allowed to use weapons. But everyone, this is a sword-only match. So be sure if you are in the game, swords only. So I'm going to go ahead and announce that to everyone real quick. Make sure everyone is aware.
And yeah, I'm just wondering how much of the chaos is in store and how much Board will actually enjoy this one. I wonder
Oh
if
my goodness.
he
I think
starts standing-
we're going to enjoy it more than he does. We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see.
I mean, it's pretty cool to have maximum health compared to other people. Not quite God mode, but almost.
If you need a heads up on a couple of players, I'd say keep your the fictional rear view mirror. Make sure you have your eyes on Copies. He's quite the movement god, you could say, so far through the tournament we've seen. Because you don't have Big Boy to worry about, the tournament winner itself, but Copies. Keep an eye out on Copies, Board.
All right, I'm going to give it 10 more seconds and we're going to start the match. We'll be following Board himself as he runs in fear of a bunch of sword-wielding zombies. All right, let's take it away.
Oh man, I've never played this this map either, so I don't even know where to hide. Yeah. Oh. Died already. So I guess I don't have God mode. Huh.
That was quick.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely thought I had some sort of maximum health.
We'd assume just that, and then they've gone into a frenzy of killing each other.
All right,
Get
we're
in
back to
there,
the
Board.
shoutcasting. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties and some game difficulties. Let me see if I can.
I don't know if that was something. Thought that was something done a while back, but damn. I guess we could do, most kills versus first.
Gotcha. We actually are kind of locked out. I can't see anything on the screen. I'm not sure if it's because it's a community map that we're doing this. Maybe that might have done it. So, yeah, we'll have to see how things go.
Fractal Rook.
Hide.
I haven't used deathmatch with the tournament mode. I'm not sure if that's what's causing difficulties. If Goodsight is watching, we did ping you in Discord. See if you can offer some assistance. Yeah, it looks like we are going to see who's going to get the most kills. With the 20-minute timer, I think we have to end things a bit sooner. Let me see if I can peel back into the map.
Yeah, meanwhile, Board, I imagine, is trying his best to camp in corners based off of the audio.
So I tried the
comms I'm
camping
hearing.
thing, yeah. First I was running around, then I was camping. I think the running around thing works better. Oh.
Definitely so, but yeah, you can see Gledl.
What is the equivalent of a headshot with a sword?
All right, I think we're going to go to a short intermission as we get ready for the next challenge. I guess, Board, if you can find out who gets the most kills at the 15-minute mark. Otherwise, I'm going to be running gunning for quite a while. So yeah, for those listening and playing, at the 15-minute mark, Board, if you could hit tab and print a screenshot of who got the most kills, that'd be very helpful. All right, so we'll be right back as we sort this out. Again, we're trying something a bit cheeky and new. I wanted to do a manhunt. We'll see what might have happened there. If not, we'll go ahead and get that sorted out. We'll be right back, guys.
And we're back, I'd imagine.
And we're back. So it looks like we ran into some issues. We did not have a chance to try what we were doing ahead of time. But we're going to reset. Letting the chat know.
It's almost like we got two manhunts. I don't think. I'm not sure how excited Board is, but I can't wait to jump in and see who's gonna chop up Board, who Board's gonna chop up as well. Yeah, soon enough we'll be jumping back in. Folks watching, make sure you drop in the chat. Who do you think will be the one to win those fabulous gold swords? I've been eyeing for quite a while. Yeah, who do you think Spike has the best shot? I'd say Copies, but I wouldn't discount Board himself to just hold off the entire crowd for a long time, a very long time.
Well, we're gonna be doing a deathmatch mode, so it can be anyone's game. Oh, it looks like my mic has a bit of an echo. See if I can sort that out real quick.
Yeah, EV.io. Make sure you drop in the chat what do you think about the game itself. What's your favorite skin in the game? If it's not the Board sword skin, that even has a nice ring to it, in my opinion. And I love to own one. Hopefully, I will pick one up after this tournament. Of course, if you missed things that happened, unraveled in the 1v1 tournament, folks, it was Big Boy who came out on top, and in second place is Copies, I believe. In third place, Hawk was supposed to face off with Sia, but seems like Sia didn't show up for it. So I'd imagine Bok gets that win and ends up being third in the 1v1 tournament. Hoping to see a lot of the competitors again, though.
I think I know how to mess this up. So if for whatever reason Board does not have the health buff, I will take account of everyone who kills him. Whoever has the most kills on Board at the end, as long as you do not exploit and use any weapons, you will win. And it's going to be for 2 matches at 5 minutes apiece. So yeah, let me go ahead and set that up.
All right then. All right, hopefully all the 8 competitors who are going to take on Manhunt of Board.
Let's add Maximum Madness. We're going to open up to 20 players. And we'll give it a couple minutes for everyone to queue in. Again, 5 minutes. Let's start off on the Fractal map. US East.
The craziness is now setting in properly in this tournament. And in this feature match, you could go ahead and say, and Board is going to be properly manhunted soon enough. 20 players in a lobby against 1 man. 3 swords.
Alright, let me announce it in Discord real quick. Because we might have some people that are split, but just to be sure. Swords only. Alright. The match has already started from the gate, so whenever you get in, just start trying to kill people. Or let me know when you join.
I am getting in there right now. Okay, I'm in.
Alright, I'm not fighting, but I'm gonna see if I can follow Board as I queued in the game. I can't seem to jump in the spectator. It looks like people are slashing each other.
Okay, naive question. Is there a way to run in this game faster than walk?
You hold shift down.
Exactly. And
If you hit Q and you click left mouse button, you should be able to run.
Got it.
That's TP, and of course double jump, spacebar.
Alright, looks like Board took his first sword to the knee.
Ooh, getting some pretty bad lag. I gotta figure out what that's about.
Oh, Big Boy's in the room as well. So clearly, Board's being properly hunted. The winner of the tournament is in the lobby as well. So I'd imagine this is gonna get really close, down to the wire. Arguably, it's gonna be the top 3 to take the swords home.
I like seeing the kills with the swords instead of like guns as usual. That's fun.
We can't seem to find
Catch me so
Board.
fast.
Yeah, movement. Some of them they've really perfected movement.
Yeah. Some people are like almost teleporting.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So Board, another heads up.
Copies,
the
Big
impact
Boy.
grenade. You can use the impact grenade to move quicker. I believe that is E, if I'm right.
I
That'll
can't
just
keep track of all the kills on board.
there are multiple ways to improve movement. Impact grenade being one of them. You can just use it to get in the air real quick, and then, of course, TP across mid-air. That's the thing. You can see some of them, they stay in mid-air and come out of nowhere.
Yeah, honestly, it feels like some of these people can like teleport.
Yep.
They're quite proficient when it comes to mobility in this game for sure. I can't seem to...
Copies.
I know Copies has taken you a couple of times. Has anyone else taken you out more than 2 or 3 times? I think Copies is definitely in the lead.
As expected, no surprise there. I'm surprised how Big Boy hasn't stepped up.
Now I want to kill somebody. That's my goal. If I can kill one person.
Okay, let's
Because
go.
everybody's getting up. I mean, this is like a John Wick situation.
Big Boy's been
So
taking
that's
out the
less skills than John
cameraman.
Wick.
Boyd, what are you doing? Are you chasing me?
You're going after the cameraman board. You're going after stream. You're going after chat.
I said a kill. I didn't say who or how.
I appreciate it. Good sites keeping track. It looks like we have a 3-way tie between Big Boy, Copies, and Magnet. Uh-oh. Get back into this.
Me. Damn. I think some people are getting like a 1 slice kill with their sword.
No. Every time they kill me, I can't see the kill feed, so... Yeah, get up here real quick.
Yeah, the action seems to be down in mid. And of course, taking high ground might just work in your favor, but regardless, it's swords in everybody's hands. And as it
I
stands,
like
who's
that
gonna
advice, though.
Yeah. Of course.
Don't
Yeah,
kill the
mid gets
casters.
chaotic. Yeah, nobody kills Spike. I mean, we're gonna lose vision essentially and
Oh.
the track of everything, but it seems like Big Boy is a Big Boy.
Overall kills.
Good side. I tried to spectate. It didn't work. All right. Good side was keeping track. Let's see what he has to say. But like, Ward was killed 17 times in 5 minutes.
That deserves
Pretty-
a sheesh.
Pretty fast.
Magnet killed him 9 times. Awesome. So I think we had a bit of fun. Board. I might just do a very casual marbles game. Less skill based. We definitely wanted to run, unless you want to do this again. I'm having a hard time keep track, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a lot more fun if we do this.
No, I'm down. I'm down to mix it up. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, we could either run another one or we could run some marbles. So it's just like anyone's game. They just watch some marbles run down.
Sure. I'm always down to watch the balls rolling down a hill.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Board. So it looks like the first sword giveaway went to, let me pull this up.
But I guess we can announce it that clearly Magna, I hope I got that right, Magna is the board hunter.
All right, I'm just pulling the username here real quick. Magna TGO, okay. Yeah, so if Magna TGO and FLCYW, if you can message me in the Discord, be very helpful, or message me directly through VO. Last game's gonna be pretty casual marbles game. I haven't pulled this up in a hot minute. Give me 1 second, everyone. Simply just hit exclamation point claim when I tell y'all things are ready. I'll go ahead and integrate it real quick. See if I have marbles. I do, okay. Looks like everything's rocking and rolling here. Are we connected? Okay, perfect. We're going over to the marble scene. Awesome. All right. So I know we still have some people in EV.io. Join the stream for your last chance to win. Alright. Have marbles picked up. Caster, have you ever seen marbles before?
Yeah, I think I've seen different versions of it. They have different maps.
Yeah, they have different maps. So guys, as you see, right over here, if you hit exclamation point play, you will start to fuel up. You'll have a marble generated with your name on it. Yeah, everyone should hit exclamation point play.
Yeah, so I've seen it a couple of times, and yeah, these can be cliffhangers too. You never know which marble can just get the jump on the other and come out of nowhere.
It's definitely a very competitive game. I'd say, you know, the odds are pretty even. You know, a lot of people like to put exclamation point boost in hopes that they move a bit further. I can't verify if it actually works, but you know, it definitely makes you feel good.
I've also heard if you turn away from the screen, it helps.
All right, but man, we had some good vibes. It was amazing to do a collaboration with the board box community. I think we all had a little bit of fun playing some EVO, and we're just gonna end the stream off with a chill game of marbles. So I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. Looks like we have a few people that are already joining. All right, so again, give it a couple more minutes, and whoever wins the marbles game is gonna take home a board sword. All right, looks like we got a couple stragglers. Looks like we have this esports life. We got some more representation from EVO.io coming in right as we stop playing EVO. We're playing a chill game of marbles. Go ahead and hit exclamation point play, everyone in chat, for your chance to win a board sword. It looks like we're throwing some shade at Lex because he did not place in this tournament. Unfortunately, he had a mouse malfunction.
That would have been epic. Big Boy versus Lex in the finals. That would have been.
Oh man, last time they had a match together, I think there was about 100 live viewers. It was a hyped up event. But yeah, I think it would have been them at the finals. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start the marble game. And again, whoever wins is gonna take home a board sword.
In the topic of board swords, do the marbles have skins too? I'm curious.
I believe they do. I'm not sure if I'm echoing.
I would.
Let me think of what's going on here. Oh my goodness. I know why I have an echo. There we go. Echo should be gone now, guys. I was talking into my camera. I usually have it disabled. Uh-oh. Why am I stuck? There we go. The big gamer is taking the lead. Quite dominating, in fact. See if we get through the bamboo forest. Copies is taking a comeback. Looks like he wants some vengeance.
Quite though.
Oh,
Map.
I'm even on here. I'm in the top 10 right now.
Hey, I would have jumped in too. How am I not over there? Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I should have jumped in.
A big gamer fell off the map. Copies is now in the lead.
Copies, man. Everywhere.
Uh-oh. Board died. Sorry, board. You lost your chance.
I had a board sword.
I wanted a board sword. I'm bummed.
Board wanted a board sword, but board won't get a board sword.
I've actually had a chance to use the board sword when I did the video, which I'll be posting later today. I can confirm it does not make you better player, but it definitely makes you a lot more cool. So I gotta give it to you and the team for putting
Air Jordans don't make you better at basketball, but
Yeah, but it works. It works on the mental. Surely enough. So I'd imagine even the board sword takes the same.
Oh my goodness. I think Aaron took it. They've been watching the stream since the beginning. I hope they do.
Oh,
And they take it. Oh, I'm actually in second?
you are close.
Do I win another sword if I get second? Nah, I'm just playing.
Rigged.
I will go ahead and message Aaron directly on Twitch, and I'll be reaching out to the other players who won the EVO competition. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it back to the shoutcasting scene. Yeah, as a caster, I think we had some amazing vibes. Definitely had some good matches in. 1v1 is definitely intense. Board, thanks again for sponsoring this tournament, giving us some cool NFTs to give away. Was there any last things you'd like to say before we can close things up?
No, you guys are great. Thanks for having me. Awesome way to spend a Friday. As always, the Spike team, and I will make sure we play again soon where I do have God mode, because I want to actually kill people in this game.
Yeah, well, I have to do something with the board box community. I've been part of it. I've been having such a good time with everyone there. Definitely check out Board Box. They have a cool exclusive community. They come out with a lot of really cool branded items and packages. Very white box, if you would. But yeah, Board, thanks again. So Caster, thanks again for shoutcasting. You came in for the clutch, helping with the brackets, communicating with players. But overall, good vibes. We'll definitely have to do this again time soon. Disaster, go ahead and close it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a treat, even with Board with us behind the mic in some way or form. But surely enough, shout out to Big Boy for winning that 1v1 tournament impeccably well. Copies did his best. And of course, Bok wrapping up the podium, you could say, of the 1v1 tournament. With that, folks watching, whoever stayed till the very end, thank you very much. We'll see you again next time around for another Board Box tournament.
I believe Bryson's still live. I'm gonna go ahead and rate him for those. It's still in chat and send him some love. He did participate. He did not take the win against Good Sight, but give him some good vibes. Again, shout out to everyone building in Web3. Good to have the EVO Board Box community come together. And I guess, guys, catch you next time.